Hello and welcome to my channel. If this is the first time that you've joined me here, then welcome. And to all my existing subscribers, hello, I'm glad you can join me. So I'm on now to begin a process video that's going to take a few stages. So I thought I would come along and share with you how I decorate one of these serving boards. These are the mini serving boards from Poundland here in the UK. But before I do that, I've got some things to share with you that are a new release from JMC Designs, and the items I'm making here now are for the craft store show, which is the 21st of October. Not sure on the times yet, but this will take a few videos over a few days where I have to like edit them together. So when I get the details of the actual times, I'll be able to share them with you. And then I'll leave them in the description box as well. So this is a new collection that Julia is releasing, and it launches on the 21st of October on the craft store, previously Hachanda. So we have a paper, we have papers, we have stamps and stencils. I don't have the stencils yet, and I only have some of the stamps. So I'm going to share with you the stamps first. So I'm going to take them out of the cellophane. Just bear with me a moment. So the first one we have is Tweet's Hut. And hopefully by that you'll be able to sort of see with it having tweet that it's going to be more birds. These are pretty decent size stamps, and they are photopolymer. Julia's stamps are very, very good. I don't ever have an issue with them. They stamp first time. So that's the first one I've got. There are 6 stamps in the collection. I've only got 3. So we have Charlotte and Enid, and I have to say she is my absolute favourite so far. I just think she is absolutely adorable. I just think they're so cute. And then we've got the little one there, so I think that's Charlotte and Enid, but I could be wrong. You know, this one, they come with filler stamps as well. So you've got that, and this one you've got snowflakes, and you've got a flower there. And then we have the last one that I've got. And we have Nora and Frida here, and I'm loving this one too. And again, we've got another snowflake and some dots there. So that's the stamps. As you can see there, they're quite decent size, and they are photopolymer, very good quality. Julia's stencils, I've just dropped that one, I'll sort that out in a minute, are always good quality. I can't share them with you because I don't have any yet, but when I do, I will share them. Julia's stamps are really, really thick. I can't remember the micron on them, but you can actually use them to emboss with. So you can put them through your die cutting machine and they will emboss like an embossing folder because they are so thick. And then we have the papers. I'm just going to share with you one of each of the papers. You usually get 4 or 5 of each one in the papers. So we have, these are A4. So we have this one here. It's a very winter theme. We have this one. Maybe if I do, I know I'm going to be side on, but you probably get a better view that way. Then we have this one. So these are all designed by Julia and inked up herself, as are the images of the stamps. And then we have this one. So you've got snowflakes on this one. So it's a very winter theme. I think it's called Winter Birds. And then we have this one, which is, just to repeat, you could fussy cut those out if you wanted to. So that's the papers. As I say, you usually get 4 or 5 of each one. And then we have the topper packs. Now, I wasn't thinking ahead when I received this, because I did actually cut some of the topper pads up. So I'm going to share with you what I've got still on the sheet, and then I've got a pot here with different things in that I've already cut out. I did actually sit and spend hours fussy cutting. So we have these toppers, and I mean, these are all coloured in by Julia and then sent to a printer, sent to her printers who print the papers and the topper pads. These are thicker than the papers. I think these are about 200 GSM, and I want to say the papers are about 160. So they're really bright and colourful. So there's the first 2, and there is the last 2 on there. So these make fabulous cards. You know, you could use these as Christmas cards if you wanted to, or just normal thinking of you cards or birthday cards, whatever. They're just absolutely gorgeous. So you can see there. Is it that one? Yeah. So you've got that one there. I think that's Edna. And that's the whole gang of the birds there. So I don't have this one. I don't have these 2 little ones here with the umbrella. And I don't have Edna. Is it Edna or Enid? I want to say her name's Edna, but I could be wrong. So that's all of the birds together. So I've got this one, and this one, and this one. So I haven't got these ones yet. I mean, just look at her. I mean, the colours on this pad is me. It's all purples and blues and pinks, which suit me down to the ground. So they're the toppers. I mean, they're just absolutely fabulous. I've got this penguin here with a bow in her hair. Oh my God, they're just wonderful. And then, as I say, I had actually, well, you can see how many I've cut up because I've got 4 sheets of words here. So these are the sentiments that are with the pad. And you can cut them out. They work quite well on the guillotines or the trimmers. So again, you've got the blues and the purples there. And let me see what I can share. See if I can find the flowers. Because as I say, I did actually sit and cut loads of things out. So that's the toppers I've just shared with you. So we do have, let me just move these out of the way. I'll be able to share with you some of the flowers that I've already cut out. Oh, I've just got my paintbrushes now. So in this collection, on the topper pads, there are some trees. So you get so many of those on a sheet. As I say, I have cut them out. We've got these flowers. We've got those flowers, and these are all on the topper sheets. We've got some hearts. We have some clouds. Let me see. So we've got purple and blue hearts. And there's some of the other little bits. So again, these are in like a shiny, like a photo paper, because they're different textures to the actual papers. And then we have those ones as well. So they're the different toppers and that. Just bear with me while I put all these back in my tub. Right, I'm back. So that's me putting those away. So, you know, there's quite a lot there that I sat out and cut out the other day. if you had a scan and cut, you could put them in there and that would cut them. It's the only thing I don't like about the Cricut, that they don't actually do that. But never mind, I don't mind for cutting. So I'm going to put these away, and then we're going to start. I'm going to share with you how I prep my serving boards. I am going to use white gesso. I'm not sure what this gesso is going to be like. I've run out of my normal gesso, and this is one from the Poundland. I think my daughter said it was £3. This one, the De La Rowney one, I've not used it. I mean, it's in a 250ml. It is a tube rather than a pot, and it's 250ml, and I think it was £3, but I can't remember. I've had it a while. I've just not used it yet because I still had some. My daughter brings me things home from work, but I'd already got some. No, not okay. Just bear with me. Sorry about that. I thought I'd got out my sandpaper, but I hadn't. I'd got out my laminating sheets. And I can't find my sandpaper now, so I'm going to try and use this. So all you've got to do is rough it up a bit so that it will take it. No, you don't have to. Gesso will pretty much cover it anyway, but because these are finished, they've got a finished thing on it, because they're not obviously for crafting, they are for food, but I don't use them for food, I use them for crafting. I don't know what that is. Something's just come through my door. I haven't got a clue. You don't have to be too particular over it, because the gesso will cover it anyway. It just helps it stick. I'm just going to wipe my desk because of the dust from doing that. So let's have a go at painting this. I'm going to do it that way so you can all see. Actually, now I've dropped my paint. Hope everybody's okay. As obviously I am filming this in advance because I have to send my samples to the studio. So you won't see this. It'll probably go, I'll probably upload it the day before, or a couple of days before the launch. And as I say, it's going to be a few days process. Because obviously I've got to do this side, and then I've got to wait till this side dries and then turn it over and do the other side. I mean, I could do it with the heat tool, but I don't particularly want to heat tool it. You know, dry it with the heat tool. I like them to dry naturally if I can. Oh, that's quite runny. Okay. So my first impression of this paint is it's quite runny. My gesso that I've been using isn't as runny. It's quite thick. But we'll see. So once I've gessoed, then I'm going to do a crackle layer. Once this is all dry in that, then I'll do some crackling. Use crackling paste. I don't have many crackling pastes. My hair on that. Just bear with me a moment while I try and get that out. Why is it you've never got nothing near you that when you want it. There we go, it's gone now. Okay, doesn't seem to have covered it too badly actually. I'm going to quickly do the sides just while I've got, and then while I've got this here, and then once this side is dry I'll do the other side, and then I'll come back to you and then we'll do the crackling together. So because I know I'm putting another layer on the top, I don't have to be too particular over this gessoing, because it's not going to have things stuck to it. It's going to have another layer over the top of crackling. I think I'm going to, because of the colours of the papers, I think I'm going to be using my blue, light blue crackle glaze, because I think it will go quite well. Not quite sure what I'm doing after I've crackle glazed, but that's what I'm thinking so far. I mean, I have coloured up most of my image. Well, I've coloured up lots of images. I've coloured up all the trees. I've done them in, I've used my ink tents, I've used my watercolour pencils, I've used my alcohol markers. So I have used different mediums to colour them in, so I'll decide when this is all dry what I want to add to it. So I'm going to let this side dry, and then I will come back to you after I've cleaned, after I've done the other side, and then we'll do the crackle glaze together. And as I say, then I'll let that dry, and you know, so on and so forth. So I'm just cleaning from where the paint is, because you don't want it to sit where you've painted, because it will stick to it. So there we go. So that's how I gessoed it to start off with, and the next time I come back to this, it will be to do the crackle glaze. So I'm off to go and put my paintbrush in water, and I shall see you soon. Right, I'm back. It's been a couple of days since I began filming this, and what a nightmare it's been. I'm going to try and do this quickly because it's 7:45 in the morning. I need to get this filmed before my children start getting up and about for their day, so that I can get this posted out. So earlier on in the video, I think the last time I was filming, I had I was gessoing. I was using the Poundland gesso for the first time, and I said I was going to do some crackle mousse, which I've used before. So I went ahead and did that, and the crackle mousse, it crackled very well, but then it all flaked off. So I took it off and I did it again, and the same thing happened. So I don't know what's gone wrong with that. I don't know whether it's a reaction to the gesso that was there, that I'd used, because I'd not used that before, or whether the mousse, you know, is no longer workable. But I don't really know why. So I had to take it all back off, and then I decided to I was just looking for one of my decor rollers. So then I decided to use embellishment mousse. So I've done it in this lovely bright pink, because it really goes with the paper I want to use. And this is triple berry embellishment mousse by Nuvo. So that's what we're going to use. So let me just move my bits out of the way, and we'll put that there. I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to give it a go. If it don't work, then, you know, it doesn't matter, because I've done lots of projects anyway. So what I'm thinking is, if I get that around the right way, is I'm going to do a decal edge on that, and I'm going to stick that down. But I might try and see if I can get the seedless preserves around the edges of the board, and then I'm going to post my images around. So let me rip this first. I mean, you don't need a decal ruler. I've done it without the ruler in the past, but I'm going to try and do it with these. Let me move forward so I make sure I'm in shot, because I have a nasty habit at the moment of not being in shot. So that's cut that quite well, actually. So let's do the other side. Take it about there. The only thing when it's a smaller amount is getting enough to pull, but that's come out quite well. Let me move my tub out of the way, because I seem to be working in a really funny angle there. Need a bigger desk. Bigger desk or less rubbish, one or the other. Well, it's not rubbish, is it? It's our junk, it's our bits, it's our crafting items. They're all over my desk. I've got boxes everywhere. Yeah, I like that. I'm just trying to work out. I might have to cut around. I might stop it, actually. I might stop it at the handle, because then I can put a bow or something, you know, put something up there. But let's see, if I take it to about there. And then I'll cut around the other bits. So, I think I do want some of those clouds, so I probably will cut those out. Bring my tub back in now. So I've got all the pink ones. Let me see. Just bear with me a moment. Sorry about that. It dropped on the floor, which is why I couldn't find it. I knew I'd cut, coloured one up to go with this, and then I couldn't find it, so it was confusing me. It doesn't take a lot to confuse. Right, so that one, I don't know. Could use that one, I suppose. That was the one I was thinking of. Something like that. Cat's been on my desk again. that's what I'm thinking of, with maybe some of the clouds here and some flowers around. We've got these flowers which match in with that one there, so I could put a few up the back there. What do we think? Right, I think I'm going to go with that. Or do I want that one? Actually, I might use that one. I'm going to use that one. Right, let's get this stuck down. Actually, no. Let's get some ink on the sides first. Let's see if this will take. I'm going to try it on the back, and it might not take. If it doesn't take, then I won't put it on the front. So... we'll see. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference, but it might just darken up those edges. Or do we want... brush for my hickory smoke. I'll use the hickory smoke instead. Very indecisive this morning. Just going to go quickly around the edge, just to give it a bit of different colour there. You're not going to see the middle of the board anyway because of putting the paper up there, so it's just to give a different edge all the way around. Hope everybody's okay and that you all have a good day today, whatever you're doing. It's definitely getting colder here. I'm not sure when our clocks change. Don't know if it's next weekend or the weekend after. I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to soften it up around here because you don't want it, you know, you will be seeing some of it, so I don't want it to be like a harsh line, so I'm just going to soften it up. Once I finish filming this, I need to move everything out of the way because I seem to have just keep piling everything up. using my art glitter glue. It should work on this. I've used it before on paper and these serving boards. As I say, I'll go round the edge on the side there when I'm done, and then I don't know, I'll put something up there just to soften that edge up there. Right, so I'm thinking I don't mind them overhanging. So let's get them put down, starting with the top one. And get these in the post today, ready for the studio. You always have to get everything there a few days before, so that they know that they've got it all. So these trees and the bits that I'll be using are out of the topper pack. So there's a topper pack. Sorry, I'm forgetting to speak while I craft. So there's a topper pack and there's also the paper pack with this collection. So wasn't the one, was it? I haven't coloured his bubbles in because I am going to put on the fluffy stuff to make it look like a pom-pom. I should have thought about that because I wanted flowers. And just lift those sides up before that sticks. So Julie is always very good at adding different flowers to the collections. So we always get lots of those to work with, which is lovely. Who doesn't like a flower? I think I'm going to do one more purple and no, I'm just going to do one of the little ones there. So I'll cut those edges off once it's all dry. That's not an issue. A bit of a sore throat today. A bit of a croaky throat. A bit of a, I don't know, a bit of a sore throat. So I'm just going to tickle there in my throat. No, I don't want to. Just check. Yep, I like that. So let's stick that down. Once I've cut that off, I might do some more flowers up the top there. Let's see what else we've got. So we've got hearts. We've got these berries or flowers. We can stick in the trees, but I don't want to. I don't want them. Clouds. Unless I have. Oh, I might do that. Have the clouds coming up there, maybe. Like that. Yeah, like that. You know, you will lose a bit of that cloud, but I'm not. Yeah, you're not going to lose too much of it. Julia is always very good with her paper collections of adding lots of things that you can fussy cut if you want to. I mean, obviously, if you don't like fussy cutting, then you can just, you know, don't use them. Or if you've got scan and cut and that, you can do them in there. Unfortunately, I don't think the Cricut does that. Or I've not found out how it does it yet. So, let's see what words we've got. I think I'm going to go for warm winter wishes. So let me pop all these back in here. So I don't lose them. Right, just bear with me a moment while I cut this.